I gave this unguarded song the same title as the album that came out of our adventure in Nashville for the year between albums Trust and Imperial Bedroom. I found it easier to sing the more direct lyrics of other people's country ballads than my own smart aleck rhymes. Graham Parsons, How Much I've Lied, and Charlie Rich's, I'll Make It All Up to You, were my alibis. Songs from the 30s and 40s like Glad to Be Unhappy, You Don't Know What Love Is, and Don't Explain were my lullabies. When I went back to work on my own songs for Imperial Bedroom, I tried to absorb some of the lessons those songs had to impart. I even managed to contact Sammy Koand, asking him to consider writing words for the music that would become Long Honeymoon. Sammy Koand had written the lyrics for the Sinatra hits Come Fly With Me, High Hopes, Love and Marriage, and Love is the Tender Trap, but I was hoping for something more straightforward, a shattering dedication like his lyric for James Van Huysen's All the Way. I just didn't know how to go about asking for it. I'd seen an episode of the Michael Parkinson talk show during the London run of Sammy's Words and Music, the one-man show in which he reminisced and talk-sang through his most famous titles. I thought that if the older Groucho Marx, whom he slightly resembled, were to have played the role of a songwriter, he might have been Sammy Koand. He seemed like a link to an almost vanished age of songwriting, and someone who would at least take my call. I couldn't get Irving Berlin's home number. Actually, Mr. Koand seemed a little impatient when he came to the phone, as if I had pulled him away from a game of cards or a round of golf. The rambling piano demo that I'd sent him lacked any structure that he could recognize, and he asked me if the lyric was for an opening or needed to be a special, the kind of lyrical parody that he had written at renowned speed in praise of presidents from Kennedy to Reagan. By the time we put down the phone, I was a little deflated after failing to establish any rapport beyond a few cordial, if bewildered, exchanges about music. I knew I had to write the lyric for myself. Within days, the story of Long Honeymoon had come to me. A wife sitting by the phone and fearing the worst of her philandering husband, written in the language and images of a film noir with a title to match. I knew there was more than one way to tell a story or to make one's confession. Imperial Bedroom seemed determined to explore them all.